Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero. We are back again talking about how Microsoft has finally scrapped their DEI department. It's been a long time coming. They should have never even had this in the first place. What we considered DEI, which is supposed to be diversity, equity, inclusion, what it really means is didn't earn it, where they hire people based on their race, not on their merit, which is something that people have been complaining about in the game industry for quite some time now, with the whole Sweet Baby Inc. thing and hiring these weird consultancy firms. But of course, it is actually a good thing to see that Microsoft is getting rid of these. There's these people who didn't deserve their job. So, goodbye, garbage. This comes to us, of course, from Smash JT. End of an era. Microsoft scraps DEI. You are vital to our core business until you are not. Well, it looks like DEI isn't important at all. Imagine my shock hearing that Microsoft has reportedly dismantled an entire team that's dedicated to diversity, equity, and inclusion, or also known as DEI. This move has cast a shadow on the future of such programs within the tech giant. According to a report by Ashley Stewart of Business Insider, a now former team leader criticized the company for a, quote, a lack of investment in these efforts. Who cares? These are fake jobs. Who gives a crap? Suggesting a significant shift in Microsoft's internal priorities. They should really just be prioritizing Game Pass for the most part, because that's their biggest selling point when it comes to the Xbox brand. The communication from the manager disclosed in part to Business Insider stated, quote, true systems change, work associated with DEI programs everywhere are no longer business critical or smart as they were in 2020. They were never smart at all. They should have never been implemented, and they're pieces of trash, like implementations that should never be put in any place of work. Screw all that. Hire based on merit, not based on pettiness or participation because you're a certain race. Meaning a reevaluation of their utility or lack thereof in today's corporate environment is desperately needed. The decision to eliminate the team was attributed to, quote, changing business needs effective from July 1st, ironically the day after Pride Month ended, leaving the future of Microsoft's DEI initiatives in serious question. This was something that Niche Gamer brought up, that Microsoft cautions developers to avoid curvy female characters, so let's not pretend as if they weren't already a part of this weird movement where they would stop making the women characters good looking. They would just make them all look the same and unattractive. As Niche Gamer covered in March, this move is in stark contrast to what Microsoft initially stated they were setting out to accomplish. Back then, Microsoft was urging developers not to create female characters with, quote, exaggerated body proportions on their official site to support game devs. Saying, they're reinforcing any negative gender stereotypes, or you're not necessarily introducing gender barriers into your code of design. Are you creating playable female characters that are equal in skill and ability to their male peers? Or your female characters equipped with clothing and armor that fits their task? Which, again, it's all weird that they're even concerned with this. It should just appeal to the male gaze. Just appeal to the male gaze. That's really all it comes down to. This whole push has come to an abrupt halt, and I can't help but think we have made a difference in how these billion-dollar companies run their ideologies. Despite the reduction in dedicated DEI staffing, Microsoft spokesman Jeff Jones assured that the company's commitment to diversity and inclusion remains. Our D&I commitments remain unchanged, so diversity and inclusion, which, again, is consistent of a bunch of fake jobs and people not hired based on merit, based on race and sexualities, I guess. He emphasized the continued focus on accountability and prioritizing diversity efforts. He continued, quote, our focus on diversity and inclusion is unwavering, and we are holding firm on our expectations, prioritizing accountability, and continuing to focus on this work. Press X to doubt, this sounds like some serious corporate double talk. It's mixed with a hint of ignorance. This is, of course, a post from the Halo account saying, Happy Pride Month. I think all this is dumb. They should just keep all this nonsense out of Halo. Honestly, it's all garbage. There has been some pushback on if this firing of the entire DEI team at Microsoft is legitimate, or if the people have just been shuffled to an external DEI or bridge team. Kirsch gives her standpoint below on that angle, seeing a lot of people celebrating the Microsoft announcement even though they directly say, quote, our focus on diversity and inclusion is unwavering. They are merely obfuscating their language to continue pushing ideology while convincing us to look away. This is bridge in action. And this is the original tweet here. Quote, tweeting lives with TikTok saying, just today Microsoft announced they're slashing their entire DEI program. Now John Deere says they're done getting involved in woke propaganda activities. Great to see them listening. The tide is turning, the culture war is shifting in our favor because people are sick of the nonsense. Amidst their inclusion efforts, the company also faces scrutiny over various social and ideological stances, including the employment of individuals who openly discuss racial and gender issues in gaming, as well as public endorsements of Alphabet communities through platforms like the Halo X account listed above. A questionable individual is Nick, a producer of Halo in particular, has had some takes that have made the gaming community question his passion in creating games in the first place. I think this was the guy that said that he was like afraid of, pew-pews in Halo, which is weird. It's an FPS game. In addition to that, Microsoft's historical cautiousness regarding cultural sensitivity in games like Halo, as noted by Halo composer Marty O'Donnell, awesome dude, showcases a long-standing awareness of the impact of narrative and character portrayal. He's definitely one of the best composers in video game history. He's definitely, I would say, up there with Nobuo Uematsu, the guy that does the music for Final Fantasy. I covered this previously above at how O'Donnell recalled concerns about potential backlash from the Muslim community during the development of Halo 2, reflecting Microsoft's broader efforts to balance creative expression with cultural sensitivity. As Microsoft navigates these complex waters of corporate responsibility, diversity, and public perception, the tech community and consumers alike will undoubtedly watch closely to see how these changes unfold and what they signify about the evolving role of DEI in the business landscape. But with Microsoft knocking this team out from underneath their business, we have to wonder if this is the first domino to fall in the industry when it comes to the unraveling of DEI. Or at least, we can have hope. So, yes, this could simply be the first step in getting rid of this DEI garbage in our video games, getting rid of these activists that work for these video game companies that have no business being in the video game industry, including the weirdo journalists or fake journalists out there that are claiming that they're all about the games when they're really just all about being psychotic and pushing their nonsense and agendas and being activists in the gaming journalist space. But of course, we do have people like Smash JT here, who's doing real games journalism, versus what the clowns over at Kotaku are doing, where they're not really talking about games, they're just talking about political, ideological bullcrap that nobody cares about. Nobody goes to places like Kotaku at all, really, anymore, it would seem, or any of these gaming websites for their ideological stances or what they feel about certain politicians. That's why I like Niche Gamer, I like SmashJT.com. These are websites I will go to for gaming news because these are people actually talking about games rather than talking about their personal politics for some weird reason. I don't understand why game journalists really think that anyone cares about their personal politics, but again, shout out to SmashJT, and like I said, I also like the gaming website Niche Gamer. If I want gaming news, that's where I enjoy going because they seem to care more about games than these fake woke garbage websites known as like Kotaku and all these other websites I can't really name because they're all irrelevant. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button, comment below what you feel about all this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.